Welcome back, you guys. Your boy CK. Today we have an amazing suggestion from a subscriber that's in my CFM. Swizzard told me to try to win the MVP with the QB who threw the most picks in the year previous. So for instance, in Madden 21, we would have to try to win MVP with famous Jameis. Now I know a lot of you guys play MUT, and sometimes you don't feel like grinding to get the best team. So if you want to just buy some training or coins or players, head on over to MUTReserve.com. Use my code CK, and not only will you be rich one day, but you'll also get 15% off your order. We're going to be on all Madden for this experiment. Injuries are going to be off because it's tough to win MVP if you're missing games due to injury. Now, Madden 25 came out in August of 2013, right after the 2012 season, a season in which Tony Romo threw 19 interceptions, but he wasn't the only one. Drew Brees also threw 19 interceptions, but the tiebreaker is whoever threw less touchdowns is the one we're going to use because that's, a little bit tougher to win MVP with. And Romo threw 15 less touchdowns, so that's who we're going to be rocking with. This man has killed it as a broadcaster after his career, and I'm not going to lie, man, he was a really good quarterback for the Cowboys. You can see it in his ratings, man, 88 overall. And don't forget, he has some decent targets to throw to. Dez Bryant, when he was still in his prime. Miles Austin was no slouch. Dwayne Harris, Terrence Williams. Remember, you also had Jason Witten, who was a 97. And of course, Cole Beasley, who I thought was always a good slot, even way back then. It just took for him to go to the Bills for people to finally give him his respect. But this is before they had the overpowered offensive line in Dallas. The only notable name they had from like that ridiculous O-line is Tyron Smith. So Romo might be running for his life a little bit. We begin with a nice little pass to Desby. Desby off to the races. First play from scrimmage for the Cowboys. Oh yeah, that's another nice route. Another nice pass. We're down inside the 5.
Wow. Look at Tony Romo throwing dots.
I don't like how they press my man's Austin. I don't like how they press my man's Austin. Miles getting us in their territory. Des, beat that press, please. There it is. There it is. Oh my goodness, Prince. Nice interception. Oh, I should have lobbed it though. I lobbed that. That's a touchdown. Des with a nice release. That one. That's a dot. That's a dot, baby. Des. Okay. Never mind. These interceptions are not helping. There it is. Let's go! 4 touchdowns and a half. I know Romo's going to throw at least 1 or 2 more. 56-17. Cowboys end up winning. 5 touchdowns. I knew you'd throw at least 1 more. Them 2 interceptions, though, that's my fault. Moment of truth. End of the season. Got 7th for league MVP, man. We made it in the top 10. I consider that a W. And the actual MVP was Drew Brees. So technically, we made it happen. So Romo only threw 13 interceptions in this one. I want to say it's 11 because 2 of them were my fault. Brees only threw 11 with 25 touchdowns, but he had a ton of passing yards, 4,600 just about. So Madden 15 came out after the 2013 season, a season where Eli Manning threw 27 interceptions. That's 9 more interceptions than touchdowns he threw in that season. So we got our hands full to past his prime Eli Manning. 79 overall. His throw power is not bad. Accuracy could use some work. Play action, we're going to run none of those. But I have faith in his wide receiver core, man. We have a rookie Odell. So this came out before he went crazy in his rookie season. Like, no one knew how good he would be. That's why he's only a 73 overall, but he has him, Manningham, Ruben Randall, and of course, Mr. Salsa Dance himself, Victor Cruz. This is around the time where the Lions had a really good defense. They're extremely underrated for whatever reason. And I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of hard moving the ball right now. Odell, take it to the crib. Yes, sir. That's why we got this man starting. We have a lot of speedsters like Odell. I just want to do that. Damn it! I thought Odell would beat him. Instead, we throw an interception. Oh, that's big play. Slay. I should have never tested him. I did my best with Eli, but, we ended up throwing a lot of incompletions, a 48% completion percentage. No touchdowns added in the second half. So, yeah, it's going to be tough for him to win MVP. 20 interceptions to go along with 20 touchdowns. Safe to say he didn't win MVP. This was going to be a challenge from the start, but at least one Manning made it in the top 10 for MVP voting. So, Madden 16 came out after the 2014 season, and we have another tie. Phillip Rivers threw 18 interceptions during that season. So did Jay Cutler. But Cutler actually threw 3 less touchdowns than Rivers, so we're going to have to rock with him. All right, so here we go, man. Right around the same age as Eli's, 32, 78 overall. So even lower of an overall than Eli was. 98 throw power. That's like the best in the league. But accuracy is, doo-doo. Alshon was in his prime, 95 overall. We might just throw it up to him every play. Not to mention Martellus Bennett was a fucking monster. He was a 90. Kevin White had 94 speed. So there's a lot of players to work with. The O-line is really good too. All right, so they have Patrick Peterson. I hope he's not on Alshon. That's going to be tough to move the ball, but yeah. Oh, God. What? That better not be a block in the back. Look at you putting your arms in the air like you didn't just block Tyrann Mathieu in the back. Unbelievable. Eddie Royal, bro. Sit your ass on the bench. Sorry, though. Jay Cutler going to get it right back, baby. Wilson getting us into their territory. Look at Martellus Bennett. Okay, that was a nice throw and a run from Cutler, too. Let's see what happens on this second down. Okay. It's zone. Oh, R1's wide open. R1's wide open. Let's go. A rushing touchdown would be huge. Maybe I should try that. There's no spy. I'm going to take off. Oh, get up, nigga. Oh, my. Of course, Cutler would slip. That's just something Jay Cutler would do, but we still get the rushing touchdown. Carr's defense is tough because you have the Honey Badger on one side, and then you have Pat Pete on the other. So it's not an easy defense to try to dissect. But when you have Kevin White with a lot of speed, we almost took that one to the crib. Man coverage, exactly what I wanted. Alshon, get in there. Let's go. So along with that rushing touchdown on the ground for Cutler, he also added 2 through the air and no interceptions. Great start to his MVP campaign. Never in my life have I seen an MVP on a 2-14 team. I don't get it. Like we got him off to a good start, but it wasn't even close to being enough, man. Of course, he did not even make it in the top 10. All right, so moving on to Madden 17. This came out after the 2015 season where Blake Bortles led the league in interceptions. He threw 18, but he did throw a lot of touchdowns, man. 35 to 18 touchdown interception ratio. That ain't bad, but I do like the throw power. We have another nice number 1 wide receiver in Allen Robinson, 88 overall, absolute monster. Allen Hurns, nice number 2. Marquise in the slot. Yeah, we just have to go to Robinson almost every play. That's pretty much our plan of attack. Here we go. That's a beautiful route. Allen Robinson getting us a nice gain. Oh, yeah, that's a nice catch. Thomas!
How did you stay in bounds? That was nasty.
So Robinson's not in the game. He's tired. Either way, we still gonna get the touchdown. All right, back on offense we go. What a route from Allen Robinson. Getting down the field. He is just unbelievable. Phenomenal game from Bortles. He didn't throw any more touchdowns, but he didn't throw any more interceptions either. Plus, his team got the W, so it's a great start. Wow, okay, top 6 in passing yards, top 15 in passing touchdowns. So he threw the same number of interceptions in this than he did in real life during that season. Actually threw less touchdowns. Passing yards is really good though. Added 1 touchdown on the ground, but it wasn't enough to get top 10 in MVP voting, and we still have yet to do it. We're gonna keep trying though. So now we're Madden 18. This came out after the 2016 NFL season, in which Phillip Rivers threw the most interceptions. He threw 3 more than Jameis did that season. The good news is he's one of the best overalls we've seen so far in this video. Has really good throw power, actually. Some solid running backs he could pass to. Melvin Gordon, Oliver. Eckler was a rookie. Didn't have a picture yet. An elite number 1 in Keenan Allen, bro. He has everything he needs. Also Hunter Henry and Antonio Gates. There's no excuse. They're getting pressure in my face every single play. We'll see what we can do on 4th down. Hopefully it's man, and we can go to Keenan. It is man, and we went to Keenan, and he dropped it. Wow, what is that? You punch like that, you getting knocked out like Nate Robinson. Hey, Nate was a dog in the NBA though. Don't get it fucked up, all right? Boxing is a different sport. Anyways, back to football. We talk about 3 different sports at once. Gordon finally getting us back on track. I don't like how they pressing Keenan. First touchdown on the board. Wow. CHJ is insane. He played that perfectly, and we end up throwing an interception. R1, keep going. That's a touchdown. Melvin! Rivers ends up with a decent stat line, 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions though, but he had almost 600 yards. Good start. So they won the division at a record of 10-6. Rivers was 5th in passing yards, 6th in touchdowns. I feel bad for contributing to them 18 interceptions, but that's less than he threw in real life during that season. 4,500 passing yards is a lot, man. He might have a chance. He ended up number 9 in MVP voting, man. We're back in the top 10, but we're still finishing behind running backs. On to Madden 19. This game came out after the 2017 season, where DeShone Kizer threw twice as many interceptions as touchdowns on a Browns team that went 0-15. I'm not gonna lie, I thought he had more speed than 78, but we can work with that. We can also work with that 95 throw power. Not to mention Jarvis and Josh Gordon to throw to. Also Corey Coleman with all that speed. And David Njoku, one of the faster tight ends. Oh yeah, Njoku. I knew we were gonna have to go to him a lot. Oh my gosh! There it is. Kizer, nice drive. Oh yeah, Josh. That's what I love to see, man. Josh Gordon, you don't know how nasty he was. Look up his stats. Kaiser on a run. Wow. I did not know he had that in him, but we get another touchdown on the board. So Kaiser gets his team the W, and he throws 4 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. I think it's a pretty good start. 11-5. That's way better than I was expecting. What a season by Kaiser. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. It'd be the player you do not expect that turns up. But was it good enough for MVP? It wasn't, man. He ended up number 6 in MVP voting behind guys like Blake Bortles. But we're getting closer. So we're in Madden 20 now. This came out after the 2018 season, where the most interceptions thrown was only 16. That's the lowest we've seen so far, and it was Big Ben, who still had a phenomenal year, man. 34 touchdowns to go along with it. So this might be our best chance to win MVP so far. You have the 9th ranked quarterback in the league, man. Stats are above average, but it was his first year without Antonio Brown. Juju is the number 1. He was a very solid option. We have Vance to make him dance. O-line is disgusting, so it's doable, but it's not going to be easy. I've always struggled near the goal line, but this is pathetic. 4th and goal from the 2. Jesus. We don't make up for it. We got to go to Vance. I'll make him dance, baby. Oh, I knew he was blitzing. I knew he was blitzing. James Washington, let's go. Big Ben and the Steelers take the dub in this one. Got him off to a nasty start to the season. Almost 600 yards, 6 touchdowns, only 1 interception. 8-8's a good enough record to win MVP with, so, you know, it's not too big of a deal. God damn, almost 5,000 passing yards, 39 touchdowns, only 10 interceptions, 6 less than he threw in real life. But it was only good enough for 6th. What else does he have to do? I'm going to go check all of these guys' stats real quick. All right, all I needed to do was check Trubisky. 700 less passing yards, less touchdowns, yeah, 2 less interceptions, but come on now. And last but not least, Madden 21, which came out after the 2020 season, a season that was legendary for a multitude of reasons. Famous Jameis threw 30 illustrious interceptions during the season, tied for the 7th most of all time. So Jameis is in the top 32 ranked quarterbacks. You know, he's not bad. Number 26. Decent throw power, actually could be a little bit better, but he has a nasty wide receiver core with Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, the speedster, and Scotty Miller. Tight ends looking pretty good. We got Brait. Howard should be starting. Look for OJ Howard through the seams. You're gonna get a touchdown before the quarter ends. We gonna get a touchdown before the quarter ends, man. Might be the best debut we've seen so far. 584 passing yards, 7 touchdowns, only 1 INT. We end up with a 7-9 record on the season. 4,500 passing yards, but unfortunately we couldn't stop him from throwing a lot of interceptions. 20 on the season. That's not gonna get it done. Yeah, he doesn't even end up in the top 10 for MVP voting. This was a tricky one. It was very, very tough, man. These guys, you know, they tend to throw interceptions. They tend to take a lot of shots. And it's kind of tough to win MVP when you throw in INTs. So yeah, it didn't end up happening. The highest we got, I think, was 6th in a couple of these Maddens. But hopefully you guys still did enjoy it. If you did, destroy the like button. Do not forget to subscribe if you're new around here. And I'll see you on the next one.